Hey friends, welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I am your host, Greg Rosander with Palen Music Center. And it's a little crazy morning, little technology glitches, I'm here all alone doing this all by myself. I've got no sidekicks, I got no production team, no link to start the show, but hopefully you're here anyway, and we can see what's going on. I don't know if I've even got the chat going on or whatnot. Let me see if, well, it's too late now to figure that out. So if you're here, I appreciate you being here. I apologize for the technology difficulties, but we're just gonna roll with it and see what happens. Just good morning to you all. If you're watching, I can't see the chat today, so I apologize for that. So anyway, happy last day of the year, December 31st, New Year's Eve. It's a big day. We got a new year coming. 2025 is going to be an adventure for all of us, I'm sure. So, just I hope good things for all of you. For those of you new to the show, my name is Greg. I'm with Palen Music Center, and I'm here every weekday morning, at least today, I'm here every weekday morning at 8:30 a.m. Central. Starting for 2025, we will be doing just one show a week on Fridays at 9 a.m. and that'll start next week, not this coming Friday, but the following Friday. So I don't know what date that is, Friday the 10th, maybe somewhere around there. We'll be doing our first new, revised, revamped, rebooted Wake Up with Greg show every Friday morning at 9 a.m. Central. So make sure to mark your calendars for that. I won't get to see you every day, but we'll certainly be here and have some new fun things in store for you. So good morning to you all. I've got 3 cool instruments to share with you today, plus some fun music and things to share. I don't have anybody to say good morning to in my studio here, so good morning to the ether. So we're here to do this. I don't know if I've got any other major announcements of big things coming up. I know we've got the NAMM show coming up in a few weeks out in Anaheim. That's the big industry trade show, the National Association of Music Merchants. Don't know yet if I will be out there or not. With my friends at Ramponi and Kazani, but anyway, that's a big industry event that's coming up. But if I do happen to make it out there, I'll see what I can do to do my show from the NAMM show. But otherwise, I'll be here and we'll be just doing our normal thing. That's what we've got going on. I guess I'll dig into the stuff that we have running here. So we've got the shirt and watch game. So this is my New Year's shirt. This is Daniel Kermew. It's pretty elaborate pattern-wise. Got a lot of paisleys. We got pinks and purples and blacks and yellows and a whole lot going on with this shirt. So this is my Daniel Kermew holiday New Year's Eve shirt. We'll be going out to hear some friends tonight. The great Palen is performing at the Riff tonight, along with the great Nathan LeBee. Very close personal friends of mine and fantastic musicians. It's going to be an awesome show. If you've got no set plans for this evening already, come on out to the Riff here in Springfield, Missouri and check out Palen and Nathan LeBee. It's going to be an awesome show. So that's the shirt. That's what's going on. The watch. This is my Movado Museum watch, gift from my wife for my 50th birthday. So that's that guy there. All right. So we're going to just go ahead and dig into some horns. I've got 2 trumpets and a flugelhorn for you today, and the flugelhorn is a special item. So I'm going to save that for last, but we'll start with the first trumpet. I'm going to set some of my notes aside here. Grab this first horn. This is a Bach trumpet. This is an intermediate level trumpet, or kind of maybe entry pro for the advancing middle school or junior high or high school player needing that step up into a quality horn. This is the Bach BTR 411S. Let me get my fancy gloves on here. Yeah, I'll start the new year with some new gloves. These ones are starting to look a little gungy, scungy, grungy. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, you can't tell from there, but they look good. Anyway, so here is the horn. This is the Bach, like I said, BTR411S. Check out the engraving on this. It's really pretty. Trumpets usually don't get the engraving love that saxophones do, but Bach has done a nice job with some little floral pattern there. Probably laser done. I don't think that's done by hand, but in any case, it's really nice. So as far as the specs on this horn, pretty standard, a medium large bore. Was that a 459 bore, 457, something like that. Excuse me, 4.5 inch diameter bell. I think it's a 2-piece bell, yellow brass. Whoa, missing a, what the heck? Just realized we're missing the first slide. Why that was not on there in the case, I do not know, but there it is now. All right, now we're in shape. There we go. Excuse me. So pretty standard. This is made in the USA, surprisingly. It says from domestic and foreign parts. So I don't know. It's one of those hybrid horns made from pieces. Some pieces built here in the States, some pieces built overseas, and then certainly assembled here in the U.S. Bach still makes, of course, their higher end professional line of like Stradivarius horns that are all 100% U.S. made horns. And this has some of the, man, I got a tickle in my throat. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's the caramel creamer I put in my coffee this morning. Looks very similar to a Bach Strad. It's got the, is that hexagonal? 6 sides, yeah, hexagonal mouthpiece receiver there. 1-piece valve casing, faux mother of pearl key touches on the top, dual water keys, but just a great all-around performance horn great for jazz band, great for marching band, concert band, orchestra, any of it, it'll do it for you. So this is a great upgraded horn from your student level horn, and that's the Bach BTR 411S. You can check this out on the website right now, palenmusic.com, or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006, or check out our reverb page at reverb.com. So that is trumpet number 1. And then now is the time in the show where we talk about music. And I've got a couple of musical selections for you today. We'll talk about the second one here in a bit. But the first one, I just thought this was really appropriate for the day, since this is New Year's Eve and all. This comes from one of my favorite artists of all time. And I don't know how many of his songs I have on the Wake Up with Greg playlist right now, but certainly have a few of them for sure. This is the great Harry Connick Jr. And this is from his album, When My Heart Finds Christmas. His first Christmas album. He's done 4 now, I think. His most recent one, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of. And Harry, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, but hey, it'd be awesome if you did. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a remake of several Christmas tunes from some of his previous albums, but it's I don't know why he did it. I think like in his home studio, kind of. I don't know if he did it during COVID or what, because I know he did that that Songs of Faith album he did last year or 2 years ago that he wasn't going to release, but then did, that he just recorded at home during COVID. But anyway, this is a great song. In fact, it looks like it's kind of cut off some of the words there, but what are you doing New Year's Eve? Okay. It's a classic song. I think Sinatra did it, and I'm sure many, many others. I know Diana Krall's got an amazing version of it as well. But I just happen to really, really like this song. And it's, he's just talking about, what are you doing New Year's Eve? If you're not doing anything, would you like to go out and spend our lives together? What are you doing New Year's Eve? So that's my first song choice of the day. Since we didn't have a show yesterday, so you get a two for today. So Harry Connick Jr., When My Heart Finds Christmas is the album. The song, What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? So check that out. I'll add that to the Wake Up with Greg playlist so that you can enjoy it any time of the year, but certainly today is the perfect day to enjoy it. All right, so that is musical choice, and then we've got I don't know what by the way, I don't know what my new set's gonna look like yet. We've been floating around from set to set with the holidays and everything we've had going on around here with Blue Friday and the Christmas special and all that. So recitals and all that. So it should be new, should be something fun. All right, so let's dig into this next trumpet here. This is a Yamaha. This is a special horn. This is a Yamaha Custom series. Old school traditional style hard shell case with a brass hardware. And this is one of those types of horns. It's kind of a specialty horn that you can't really find all over the place. You could have to go to independent retailers like ourselves to take one of these home with you. And I'm not even sure that we're allowed to put this one on the website, but you can come into our stores and check it out at Palen Music Center in any one of our 10 locations in Missouri or Arkansas or Oklahoma or Kansas. We are kind of all over the place there. This is kind of like an unboxing here. This one's still all wrapped up nice and pretty here. But let me slide that one out. Okay, so what have we here? This is the Yamaha Custom. This is the YTR 850 GS. So what do we get with that? Well, we get a medium large bore horn. We get a one-piece hand-hammered gold brass bell. You know, and we've talked multiple times on the show about gold brass versus yellow brass versus red brass versus rose brass or bronze and all of the different materials. So the gold brass is going to have a higher copper content, which is going to give you a richer, darker sound. And then with the bright silver plating on top of that, of course, you just get a really, really rich, thick sound. Powerful sound. Traditional tuning slide, nickel silver inner and outer slides. I believe this is a one-piece valve casing as well. Real mother of pearl key touches on the finger buttons there. There's the Yamaha Custom logo there on the bell. And this is a fantastic horn. This competes right next to the Yamaha Xenos, the Bach Stradivarius, all of those. But it's a really, really nice and unique horn. You know, minimal bracing, so you get a really free blowing resonant horn that just sounds amazing. Actually, that's not nickel silver inner slides. That's brass. It's just the silver plating has kind of, so you can see, there's the brass there. All right. You get a first thumb hook, a third slide ring with a slide stop, adjusting slide lock there. Dual water keys, everything that you want in a professional horn. So if you want to get one of these horns, you need to give us a call at 417-882-7006. Or, like I said, come into one of our stores, 10 locations throughout the Midwest. So we've got stores in Wichita and St. Louis and Oklahoma City and Springdale, Arkansas. Of course, here in Springfield, Missouri, Joplin, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Overland Park, Kansas. Or is that Overland Park? Is that Missouri? Is it Kansas? I think it's Kansas. I don't know. Anyway, if I missed any of them out there, you know where they are. Just check out the website. You can find them. This is the Yamaha YTR 850 GS for gold brass bell with silver plating. So fantastic horn, a very affordable horn as well as far as pro trumpets are concerned. I'm not going to worry about the plastic right now. We'll take care of that after the show. We'll set this aside, pop that back in there, just toss that down. All right, that's horn number 2. So, next up is the time where we normally talk about something cool. And I was going to do a segment with the Wake Up with Greg book club. In other words, what I've been reading at home lately. And I was going to share with you Fahrenheit 451, a classic book that I just read. And gotta say, I didn't quite enjoy it. So if you're a reader out there, let me know your thoughts on that book. But we're gonna bypass that for now. Maybe I'll share that later this next month. But what I wanted to share with you is one more song, actually. And I've talked about these young ladies on the show before. I think maybe earlier this season. And I can't remember if they're sisters or they're just friends. But they've got some vocal harmonies that are just out of this world. I'm talking about Good Lovelies, young ladies. They did this album called Under the Mistletoe, and they did a version of the classic Auld Lang Syne, okay? It is the New Year's song, and the harmonies in this song, man, I tell you, I listened to it on the way to work, and it just punches you right in the core, right? I mean, it hits your spiritual core, it hits your physical core, brings tears to your eyes. When you hear just perfect sound, perfect harmonies, man, it just gives you the goosebumps all over, and they just absolutely kill it in this song. Got something hanging on my fingernail there. But the song Auld Lang Syne, you know, a lot of people don't even know what that means, and it basically means for old time's sake, in a sense. And you can interpret that in a number of ways. It was a Scottish poem, I don't know, about 100 years, 200 years ago. I don't know how old the poem is, but and it's been translated into thousands of languages. But basically, it's just a way to say goodbye to the year and to welcome in the new year. It's talking about old friends. It talks about, you know, sharing a drink together. It's just one of those great songs. It is the quintessential New Year's song, but it is also, you know, it's been used in a number of ways to, you know, just say goodbye to somebody. It's been used at funerals. It's been used at you know, other types of celebrations of departures and different things. So it's a kind of, in a sense, a bittersweet song, but you remember him singing that at the end of It's a Wonderful Life. And, you know, little Zuzu is singing right along there with everybody. But it's just such a beautiful, beautiful song. And the way these girls do it, Good Lovelies, you just have to listen to it and listen to the harmonies that they hit. It's funny because they do it really nice and sweet and quiet and kind of melancholy. And then it just kicks up into like a big celebration, kind of a bluegrassy, folk acoustic, very happy song. But the harmonies, I'm telling you, you got to listen to the harmonies because they are just so outstanding. And they've done several albums after, I think this one came out in, I want to say like 2008. So it's not new by any stretch of the imagination. But they've been around, done a few other, they did another album called Evergreen, I think, which is another Christmas album. And then Winter Story or Winter Song is another one they did, which is an EP that has, I don't know, like 6 songs on it. But anyway, one more time for my Something Cool and my musical selection part 2, since we didn't have a show yesterday. Auld Lang Syne, the classic by Good Lovelies from their album Under the Mistletoe. So give that one a listen. Once again, I guess, I don't know if I disabled the chat or not, didn't set it up right. I'm a rookie when it comes to this kind of stuff, and without my production team here, I don't know. So if you have not been able to comment, I apologize for that. But please make sure that you do hit the like button and the subscribe button and the share button and all those other buttons. It really helps us out a lot. We've made it into the 1630s subscriber-wise. We've just been inching up slowly over the past weeks and months, but I really appreciate every button click you do for us because it really helps us out. So, all right, I'm going to dig into this last horn of the day. I just got this one in yesterday, and honestly, it hasn't even been through the shop yet for a cleaning and setup yet, but I wanted to make you aware of it because this is a rare piece, and if you're a brass player out there, give me a call because this is a piece that is very highly sought after. It's not in its original case. It comes in this Protect case. Let me get my gloves here. This is also a Yamaha horn, but it is a Yamaha flugelhorn. And so let me tell you what's special about it. It's rare, it's limited, and it's highly sought after. In fact, my understanding is I think this was only available overseas. I don't know specifically on that. Honestly, tracking down details on this horn is still difficult today, even with all of the technology and resources that we have. But this is the Yamaha YFH for Yamaha Flugelhorn 635 ST. All right, so what do you get with all of those bells and whistles? Well, you get a high-grade professional horn. This is kind of, from what I understand, the precursor to the Bobby Shoe model, kind of based on French flugelhorns like the Quinnon or the Courtois or the French Besson, kind of a smaller bodied flugelhorn. But this is a hand-hammered one-piece yellow brass bell, 6-inch diameter bell. We have a 413 bore. So when it comes to flugelhorns, a 413 bore, I think that's going to fall in like a medium bore range, maybe, or medium small bore. I don't really, I'm not as well versed on that. So you brass players out there, you can tell me more of the specifics on that. But we've got water keys on everything. We've got water key on the front. We've got a water key on the third slide and on the first slide, so you can really get that moisture out of there. But we've got the trigger, which is a very common feature on a flugelhorn on that third valve. Does help with intonation and everything on that. I've heard people comment that the paddle on the trigger is a little short, but you know, you can make do with that, or you know, put an extender on there, whatever you need to do. Mechanical linkage on the trigger, all bright silver plated. As I said, this is a used horn. I just got this on trade yesterday, and we're going to get it all cleaned up and looking brand new for you. We'll have my head brass tech, Mikey, completely go through this and put it in tip-top shape. Valves are a little, it just needs a cleaning and a setup on it. Little ding in the top there, but we're going to take that out and just make it look spectacular. But like I said, this is an extremely rare horn. It is highly sought after, one of the most, widely sought flugelhorns on the market. And as far as when this was made, I want to say maybe a couple decades ago, maybe in the 90s or early 2000s. Again, information is hard to come by. Even directly from Yamaha is hard to come by. So this does have the extendable lead pipe there if it's not, there we go. Okay, so you can extend that out for your intonation and tuning as well. And I suppose you could swap out lead pipes if necessary. But anyway, we have this is the Yamaha YFH 635 ST. T for trigger, of course, S for silver plating. One piece, obviously, one piece valve casing. I don't know if they are Monel pistons or, I'm pretty sure they're probably Monel. I think Yamaha uses exclusively Monel pistons. Looks like Monel to me. But again, I haven't been able to get that spec for you, but we will have it all on the website once this is available. So if this is the horn that you're interested in now, certainly give me a call, 417-882-7006, or check our website next week when we get photos of this and get it all cleaned up and get it listed for you. So, or you can pop into our store here in Springfield and say, I want that Yamaha flugelhorn. Again, guys, this is a highly sought after, very rare piece. They're hard to come by, especially here in the States. You can see my face through it. Take this one home with you. And it's going to be a smoking deal, by the way, as well. You know, certainly far less than what the price of a new, for example, the new Bobby Shoe, what is it, the 8310Z, I think, Flugel. But it has a lyre screw, or a lyre mount there, so which is interesting. I don't know how many people march with a flugelhorn, but anyway, it's there if you need it. So you can put a lyre there, or you can put whatever else you want in there. But that is, one last time, Yamaha YFH 635 ST professional flugelhorn. Come and get that one, take that home with you today. I'm just going to set that one down there. All right, so what do we have left for you? Well, this is the time in the show when I usually share some wisdom. And since this is New Year's Eve, I can't remember if I've shared this on the show before. Maybe I have, maybe early in the day. But this comes from one of the greatest authors of all time, Neil Gaiman. And it's kind of a New Year's wish, or a New Year's piece of encouragement. But this is the wisdom that he says. He says, "May your coming year be filled with magic and dreams and good madness. I hope you read some fine books and kiss someone who thinks you're wonderful. And don't forget to make some art. Write or draw or build or sing or live as only you can. And I hope somewhere in the next year you surprise yourself." And that's my wish for you all as well. Get out there and create some art, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be, you know, like a painting or something, or it can be building a shed in the backyard. It can be anything that's creative, that you're using your hands and you're using your heart and your mind and your soul to put something new into the world. But most importantly, find someone you love and that thinks you're amazing, and give them a big old New Year's kiss. So there you go. May your coming year be filled with magic and dreams and good madness. I hope you read some fine books and kiss someone who thinks you're wonderful. And don't forget to make some art, write or draw or build or sing or live as only you can. And I hope somewhere in the next year you surprise yourself. All right, guys. Well, that is it for the show for today. That is it for the show for the year. Because tomorrow starts 2025. I don't believe I will have any shows the rest of this week, but stay tuned just in case. You never know, something might pop up. Otherwise, we will see you next Friday at 9 a.m. Central Time. Make sure to put that on your calendars, and we'll see you then. So. Many blessings to all of you. I hope 2025 is an amazing year for all of you. 2024 was a challenging year for a lot of us, I'm sure. You know, with everything coming up in this new year, it's going to be a wild ride. So I love you guys. I appreciate all of the support, all of the viewers. Sorry I didn't have the comments going on today so that we can chat and interact with each other, but we'll get back to that soon, I'm sure. So many blessings to you all. Thank you for watching. Remember this, helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Have a great day and a Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm trying to get my screen here. How do I stop this show? Oh, there we go.